Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I am finally getting a chance to film my YSL review. I've been wanting to talk about this bag for a while because I've had it since October, but holidays were crazy, work was crazy, family stuff, it never really ends, does it? So let's dive into the review. I did open up a couple questions on Instagram, so thank you so much for people who sent those in. This is the small size. This is the slouchy version of the YSL La 5S7 that came out, oh gosh, when did that shoulder bag come out? A while ago. It had like it bag status for a while, but this is the soft and slouchy one. I fell in love with it the moment I tried it on. Like, I didn't look up any reviews. I couldn't find much on Instagram anyway. There weren't a lot of pictures, but I love it, so I want to tell you all about it. Let's start out talking about what fits. Now, I currently have this packed as full as I would ever carry it. They're pretty reasonable items, but I went for the bigger things because you don't need me to tell you that obviously a card holder and a phone can fit in here. But these are some, I think, like basic essentials for a lot of people. Just sitting on top here, I put my sunglasses case. It's a bigger one. One thing I do want to mention is the only structure this bag has comes from the thick, high quality leather. So it is pretty sturdy, but I wouldn't just have like one big heavy thing like a water bottle sitting in here letting it sag. I do have things just stretched across to keep a good base on it. So in the very back, I have my phone. I don't know what size it is, but honestly, any phone you have in here is going to fit. As always, I'm gonna have estimated internal dimensions in the description box, along with like strap drop, all that stuff. I also put in here, because I know that this is really important for some people, I keep wanting to say iPod. An iPad, no clue what size it is, but I'm gonna have the dimensions in the description box as well. A Continental wallet does fit stretched across. Of course, you can have it standing up as well. When I have this one standing up, it comes to the very top, but like just underneath the edge of the bag. So you can't see it, but it fits sitting across there and you keep that good base. I then, next to that, I have a small Louis Vuitton agenda and my little key pouch, which currently has coins. And then last but not least, a mini pochette. This fits easily in there. Any kind of makeup case you want to put in here, that's gonna fit nicely. In the very back, there is a zippered compartment and it acts as like a flap for just like a flat compartment that's in there. I've never put anything in the zippered compartment. Maybe if you had to forgo a wallet or if you wanted a little bit more security, you could put your card hold in there. I'm really not going to use it, but one thing I do like about the flap compartment is, I mean, I live in the suburbs, so I pretty much drive anywhere I need to go. Just for quick access to my car key, I keep my car key in the slip compartment. It is really nice that you can just have this sitting on a table. It's stable, it's fully supportive. Like, see, I can have it balancing on my hand right now. Now that it's empty, I want to talk about some of the features of this bag. I do really love the drop here. I have this on the longest shoulder setting, never actually changed it. There's 3 holes here for the buckle closure. They're about an inch apart, but really I don't see why you'd need to change it at all. This is a good drop. One thing I do want to note is in the wintertime, like it is now, I am out wearing bulky coats. I did wear this, but it had to sit in the crook of my arm. It doesn't slip off the shoulder generally. I feel like this is kind of a Goldilocks width to the strap. You know, if they're too thin, they dig in. If they're way too thick, they're more likely to slip off. Of course, some people just have more slip shoulders, so they slip off anyway. This one stays nicely on my shoulder. It's very comfortable and it can fit under something like a bulky sweatshirt, but if I'm wearing one of my bulkier coats, it's just not the most comfortable. It's a little bit fussier to get it on and off my shoulder. I really love the simplicity of this bag. It's just like that little something special with the YSL. It doesn't even draw that much attention to it. Like when you're wearing it on your shoulder, you can't even see the logo on the buckle, teeny tiny letters. It says Saint Laurent, but I just love the simplicity of this bag. I do not normally go for black handbags. They have to be pretty special to grab my attention. Like, I love micro bags, flashy bags, colorful bags, purple bags, beaded bags, all the glitz and glamour, okay? I don't just go for only trendy or only classic. I love having a really nice mix, and this fit in well. Just a simple shoulder bag. I can't get tired of this. It's just, the leather is so nice. If you're into leather, I think you're gonna like this kind of bag. One question that did come up a couple times is how easy is this tab to use? with the YSL. It's really easy to slip in and out. The only time it's going to present any kind of challenge is if you have this thing packed absolutely full, more than what I had packed in the beginning of the video, and if things are coming up really high, because the higher you have things, just the further this leather is going to be pulled apart, and then you have to pull the tab over. Honestly, when I'm checking out at a store, I don't redo it. I don't make sure that, oh, the L has to go back into the tab. I just have it hanging. It doesn't matter because it's so narrow. It's not like the bag flaps wide open, and then I'll take care of it when I'm in my car. If you're walking around in a city where, like, when you leave a store, you're not going to a car, you're just walking along the sidewalk, I still would not worry about this at all if you don't want to hook this up every single time, but it is really easy to hook up. I usually just have the pochette, my sunglasses, a card holder, and my phone. That's all I need to carry in here. It's very light still, and the YSL never becomes an issue. Just a couple more things I want to mention. It is suede on the inside. It has a smooth flat base, but then suede all along the sides. So I'm going to treat this really the way I would any of my bags. Like, I'm not going to have loose food rolling around here. I don't want to put anything sticky into it. And then if I put a water bottle into it, it needs to be insulated. I don't want any condensation leaking out. Of course, if you have one of the lighter colors, it's going to show stains and scuffs more easily. Having a dark bag, it can cover all kinds of wear and tear. One more thing I wanted to say about storage is with this strap, I like to actually have this hanging. A few of my bags I keep hanging, but I have these really great hooks that I found on Amazon. They're purse hooks. I'll try to link them if I can find them below, but they have a nice, thick, stable base, a curved side, so it's not going to just be at any hard angles. There's not going to be any kinks in the leather. It's not going to crack the glazing prematurely. That's something to watch out for on those little hooks. One time I went to a Celine, and you know the beautiful Celine tote? They had all of them on these dinky little hooks, and all of them had massive, severe kinks in the leather from where they were hanging on that pressure point. I really like it that these have a curved base and they're fully supported. So I've had this hanging for since October. I keep thinking it's only been like 1 or 2 months, but nope, we're most of the way through January now. But I've had this hanging since October. It's still in great condition, no issues with the leather, and I've been using these particular hooks for a couple of years now, and they hang a couple of my bags, so absolutely no issues. And of course, we have to cover will it grocery store. I'm gonna have to give this a 3, which I think is a really good rating for a shoulder bag. It stays comfortably on my shoulder, but you know, I'm gonna be maneuvering and bending and doing all that to get through the aisles and get my stuff out of there as quickly as possible. If my only purpose for going out was to go to Costco, probably wouldn't bring this bag. But if I had to run into Costco on my way out and I already have this, like, it's not the end of the world. For me, nothing really beats a crossbody bag for those high intensity outings. I don't know. That's how I feel about Costco anyway. Or maybe that's just because I live in Jersey. But I do really like this bag. It is pretty practical. It's easy to use. It's very functional. But I'm going to have to give it a 3 for the grocery store. Not bad, not the best. Middle of the road. That is all I have to share with you. As always, please look at the description box. I have a lot of extra information in there regarding sizing and things that fit. So please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Do you like my sweatshirt? I like my sweatshirt. I just got it at Anthropologie. And you know what? I have not bought something full price at Anthropologie in a long time. A long time, most of the time, because it's not worth it. They're overpriced. And most of their things go on sale. But this is 100% cotton. It's made in the US, which is really nice. And it's the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Love them. I like that it's not tight underneath my armpits. Does anyone like hate when sweatshirts are just like, oh, they're so tight? But this is really comfortable. Highly recommend. Why do people throw out the vegetation that we bring into our homes to celebrate holidays? It's still good. I'm gonna keep it. It's like having a Christmas tree, but Christmas trees don't actually last all that long, because I mean, you have to keep watering and eventually they brown. Pumpkins, no, these suckers last